47% of millionaires didn't build their wealth through tech startups or flashy brands. They built it by owning a business. And most of those businesses aren't exciting. They are boring, repeatable services that quietly compound cash flow month after month, while everyone else chases the next big thing and wonders why their income never moves. When analysts break down businesses by long-term survival and success rate, laundromats, self-storage facilities, and vending routes sit near the 90% success range. Most trendy startups don't even make it past their first few years. By the end of this video, you'll know 6 boring business models that keep producing millionaires, the filters Harry used to choose his first one, and the exact month his cash flow finally surpassed his 9-to-5 salary. And you'll understand why boring is not an insult. It's the point. Harry did not start rich. At 32, he was an operations coordinator at a logistics company, earning $3,419 a month after tax. His net worth consisted of a paid-off hatchback and $863 in savings. Before this, he had chased all the exciting routes. A dropshipping store that never cleared more than $97 in profit, a crypto phase that turned $1,500 into $412, a failed clothing brand that left him with 3 boxes of unsold hoodies sitting in his hallway. Every attempt followed the same pattern: big hype, complicated funnels, uncertain timelines, and no predictable cash landing in his account every single month. One night, riding a late bus home, Harry was scrolling when he stumbled across a summary of The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko. One line stopped him cold. Most real millionaires are not influencers. They are self-employed. They run what the authors literally called dull, normal businesses. Repair companies, small factories, local services people need again and again. At first, the idea felt almost insulting. Harry had been chasing clever angles, clever branding, clever niches. And here was a book saying, be the boring owner of a necessary service and let time do the rest. Instead of treating it like a quote, he treated it like an experiment on his own life. Over the next 12 months, Harry went deep. He followed entrepreneur forums, studied listings for small local businesses for sale, and noticed the same patterns repeating over and over in millionaire stories. Not glamorous, not complicated, just relentless. 6 types of businesses kept appearing again and again. And this is where his journey really starts, and where yours might too. The first boring business, laundromats. Harry almost skipped this category. He thought, who even uses those anymore? Then he looked at the numbers. Urban areas were still packed with renters, people without in-unit machines, families who use laundromats for bulky bedding, even if they had washers at home. What mattered wasn't the romance, it was the pattern. Every single week, people need clean clothes. They pay in small chunks. They return without reminders. Harry found an aging laundromat 15 minutes from his apartment. The owner was in his late 50s, tired and ready to retire. Revenue was steady, but the place looked frozen in $1,999. Sticker price, $198,000. Net income, after all expenses, about $4,200 a month. Harry didn't have that kind of cash, so he structured the deal the way boring millionaires do. He scraped together $27,000 for a down payment. Part came from selling his hatchback and switching to a cheaper car. Part came from a small line of credit. The owner agreed to finance the rest over 7 years, on one condition: Harry had to take over quickly and keep the existing staff. Month 1, as the owner wasn't impressive. Gross revenue $9,234. After rent, utilities, detergent, a part-time attendant, and the loan payment, Harry took home $1,317. That was it. Barely more than side income. but it was $1,317 that didn't require him to clock extra hours at his logistics job. By month 6, after adding card readers, raising prices by 23 cents per wash, and introducing a simple monthly family wash pass, net cash flow climbed to $2,189. Nothing explosive, but the direction was clear. Money came in without funnels, without algorithms, just machines spinning month after month. The second boring business, vending routes. While upgrading payment systems in the laundromat, Harry kept noticing something every time he refilled the small snack machine near the door, the same chips and drinks sold first. He could see grab-and-go behavior happening in real time. That's when it clicked. The laundromat wasn't just a laundry business, it was a captive audience business. Harry bought his first proper vending machine from a retiring operator for $2,371 and placed it near the entrance. Then he added 3 more, one in a nearby warehouse, one in a quiet office lobby, and one in a car repair shop. Vending is painfully boring. You drive, you refill, you collect small bills, you check totals, and that's exactly why it works. By month 3, the 4 machines together generated $1,196 in profit after product costs and fuel. By month 12, after replacing slow-selling items and tightening restock routes, the numbers kept climbing. And after moving one underperforming machine to a busier gym, the route cleared $2,413 a month. Now Harry had 2 boring businesses feeding each other. Laundry brought foot traffic, vending monetized waiting time. His logistics salary was still $3,419 a month, but his boring lane was now over $4,600 a month and climbing. The third boring business, self-storage. This one scared Harry at first because the numbers were bigger. But he kept seeing the same point repeated in investor write-ups. Storage is built on one powerful psychological pattern. People hate letting go of their stuff. Once boxes, furniture, or inventory go into a unit, people keep paying for months, sometimes years, even when they tell themselves, "I'll clear it out next month." That month almost never comes. Harry didn't jump straight into buying a large facility. Instead, he partnered. He met a small contractor who owned land behind an industrial park. The contractor wanted to build storage but hated operations. Harry loved operations and now had cash flow from the laundromat and vending route. They agreed on a simple split. Harry funded 31% of the build cost and handled day-to-day operations, software, and tenant screening. The contractor contributed the land and construction expertise. The first year, the mini storage facility opened with 24 units. By month 9, 18 units were filled at an average of $137 per month. Debt service and shared expenses ate into that, but once occupancy stabilized, Harry's share came out to roughly $1,594 per month. Added to the laundromat and vending route, Harry's boring empire was now producing over $6,000 per month after costs that finally beat his job. And that's when something clicked. Harry realized the business type mattered less than the pattern behind all 3. Small repeat payments, services people feel they need, behavior that keeps customers coming back automatically. Before we break down that pattern and the move that took Harry from extra income to millionaire, let's finish the 6 boring business types that keep showing up in real-world millionaire stories. The 4th boring business, car washes. Not the giant branded tunnels you see on highways, simple local car washes. Car washes are a perfect X, ample of unglamorous leverage. You invest once in equipment, water systems, soap, brushes and vacuums, then let volume do the heavy lifting. The upflip-style case studies Harry watched revealed something interesting. A basic car wash can generate hundreds of thousands in revenue with modest staffing, and often the land underneath becomes the real asset. Harry didn't own a car wash yet, but he studied sale listings closely. A small 4-bay wash was listed at $316,000 with claimed net income around $73,000 per year. The important part isn't whether those exact numbers were perfect, The important part is the pattern. Again, impulservice.bar.eu moving parts. People pay $10 to $15 without overthinking it. Hey, come back whenever their car looks dirty He fifth boring business, pest control, and similar recurring services. Almost every entrepreneur forum Harry read, there were posts from owners of pest control, pool cleaning, lawn care, and related services The theme was always the same. Customers sign up once Hey, stay on a regular route Even you becomes predictable. Magina single route of 82 homes, each paying $59 per month for basic pest control. Hats $4,838 in monthly gross revenue from one technician, one truck, and chemicals. 2 more routes, and you're suddenly looking at a multi-6-figure, very boring business. Sixth boring business, property management.bar, OT skyscrapers.bar, OT luxury towers. Used to being the bridge between everyday landlords and everyday tenants, collecting rent, ranging repairs, handling move-ins and move-outs. Solo property manager with 50 doors under management, charging an average of $91 per door per month. Brings in $4,550 in gross monthly fees. Scale that to 150 doors with a small team, and you're suddenly in serious income territory. Handling tasks. Most landlords are happy to outsource AR. Rye didn't build all 6 businesses. He focused on 3, laundromat, vending, and self-storage. But seeing all 6 categories taught him the real lesson. You don't need a brilliant idea. You need a boring one that survives. Here's the real reveal. The part Harry wishes he had understood at 22 instead of 32. In The Millionaire Next Door, Stanley and Danko pointed out that 2/3 of millionaires are business owners, many running what most people would call boring or even dull companies. Later, when Harry dug into modern millionaire surveys and online communities, the same pattern kept appearing. People who quietly built serious wealth were often in pest control, car washes, storage, vending, laundry, and property services. Harry realized they were all using the same 3 underlying filters, whether they knew it or not. Filter 1. Customers pay you at least once a month witut needing to be chased. Laundry, storage, pest control, property management, and even vending in the right locations all pass this test. They tie into habits. Clothes get dirty. Houses collect bugs. Tenants stay. Filter 2. The customer's decision is low drama. No one calls a family meeting to decide on a $12 car wash or a $1.79 soda from a vending machine. The price is small enough to slide under the emotional radar. That makes your income more stable. Filter 3. Over time, you can own or control the asset under the cash flow. The washers and dryers, the storage units and land, the car wash bays, the vending machines and routes. This is what flipped Harry's results. He stopped asking, what business could go viral? He started asking, what boring business in my city already passes these 3 filters and has an owner who wants out? From there, the numbers did the talking. At 32, his net worth was maybe $5,000. By 38, after 6 years of focused, boring moves, the picture looked different. He still wore the same type of jeans. He still drove a practical car. But the laundromat loan was nearly paid down, and a new valuation put that business at around $341,000. His share of the storage facility after debt was worth about $27,000. The vending route, sold at a common earnings multiple, could likely fetch around $89,000. Combined with retained earnings, most of which he quietly put into index funds and a simple home, his net worth crossed the $1 million mark at 38 years old. No single year felt explosive. There was no viral moment, just slow, steady compounding growth from assets people barely notice when they drive by. So what does this mean for you? First, you don't have to start at ownership. You can step into this world gradually. Spend one quiet afternoon each week searching for real, boring businesses for sale in your area. Not online dropshipping stores, but physical or service businesses with years of history. Look at laundromats, vending routes, small storage lots, pest control routes, car washes, property management firms. Run every listing through Harry's 3 questions. Do customers pay at least monthly? Is each decision low drama? Can you eventually own or control the key asset? Second, stop underestimating small cash flow. That $1,317 a month from the laundromat didn't change Harry's life overnight, but it changed his direction. It proved he could earn money without adding hours to his job. Then he stacked $2,413 from vending. Then $1,594 from storage. Stacking boring is how the numbers become interesting. Third, accept that boring is a filter for you as much as for the business. Can you stomach repetition? Can you walk past your own machines, your own units, your own trucks, week after week? Adjusting small things, tracking simple dashboards, not chasing the next shiny idea. If yes, you're already ahead of most people. Here's what you can do tonight. Pick one of the 6 boring categories that fits your city. Just one. If you live in a dense rental area, maybe laundromats or small storage. If you're in spread-out suburbs, pest control or lawn care. If you're near commuter traffic, vending or car washes, write down 3 concrete moves. Maybe it's finding 5 laundromats within 30 minutes and noting which feel neglected. Maybe it's searching for vending routes for sale and writing down asking prices. Maybe it's calling one property manager tomorrow and asking which tasks they hate most. They were tiny steps, but tiny boring steps are exactly what started Harry's path. 6 years later, people call him lucky. They see the numbers, they see the businesses. They don't see the nights he spent reading about laundry machines and tenant software instead of chasing the latest hype. You don't need to copy his exact mix of laundromat, vending, and storage. You only need to copy the principle. Own boring, serve needs, not trends. Stack low drama monthly cash flow. If you do that with discipline and give it enough months and enough years, you might look up one day the way Harry did and realize the quiet path worked.